blue and purple versus red and green. Blue, purple, red. I said red, green. Update. Okay. Here we are in Ghost Lake. This is game 3 of the series that I didn't watch the rest of because I was convinced to cast a Silver League game and let everybody else cast a Gold League game. So I was the odd one out. In the red, we have Big Boy. He is a Saracen. In the green, we have his teammate BigNagus as a Teuton. In purple, our Berber, Hammer Time. And in blue, Prancing Pineapple, our Viking! On paper, BigNagus has a slight rating advantage. However, they've only been able to capitalize on that in one game in this best of 3, and let's see what happens. This is also one of the highest rated matchups of the Gold League, I believe, since BigNagus is like 16-10, which is about as high as these ratings go. I think the theoretical maximum is 1650, according to the rules. So this is Ghost Lake, huh? Also shorefish. A lot of sheep. It's very big. It takes up my entire 4K screen. Terrible. Let's make sure we're all caught up. Luring boars like normal. Good. So far, so standard as far as I can tell from everybody. Killing boars, boar timing slightly off, but completely acceptable. Ah, Big Boy Scout died. Ah. Lots of scouts dying in these games. Lots of scouts running into TCs and getting picked off. BL. BL. Curry and or Flick and or Patch, remind me to update the exact color of my purple. It needs to be a more pinky purple. Here we go, we're all caught up now. Now, is anything special happening? BigNagus sending sheep to his teammate. We got a barracks going up as he's going up to feudal. Pretty much everybody going up to feudal at the same time, except for Big Boy, who's decided to go for a later feudal. He's on 22 vills now, and continuing... yeah, still making vills. Patch, you wanted lots of vills? You might get it. No, later. Tell me later, Curry. Don't tell me now. You fool. Thanks, Patch. Curry, time him out. No, I'm kidding. We got berries. We got a stable for Hammer Time. Gathering a lot of sheep from the center of the map. Yeah, did about half damage to the scout. Running in, trying to get more cheeky hits on these vills. But the vills do have loom, so that scout's probably just gonna die if he fights. Just fight. Nope, okay. Oh! Nearly jebaited him. And here comes a purple scout. To help out Prancing Pineapple. This scout's on no health. Yeah, don't you dare wall. Oh! Oh! Okay, so purple and blue are pinging. Double range from Big Boy. after his late feudal. We got green scouts. Fending off the purple scouts. It looks like more scouts being rallied by Hammer Time. He doesn't have a second stable yet. Meanwhile, BigNagus getting his blacksmith. Continuing to build vills. Blue is not building vills. Blue is just building archers. Red is building vills, but also building archers. He's stacking them up in the archery range. Okay, now Blue is remembering to get vills. Good man, good man. So here's the defensive force for BigNagus at the front of Red's base. I guess they get a feeling that this is where their opponent's aggression is going to come, because they've already had a couple of cheeky little attacks already. And here comes the attack from Melbourne Mullets. They've got archers and a few scouts of their own. Shouldn't be too hard to right-click down a wall with this composition. Not enough villagers here close enough to build a quick wall. Not enough villagers here close enough to build a quick wall. Barely not in range of this wood line, I guess. No fletching yet. And here come the scouts. This is probably going to clean this up. There is one spearman. I doubt that's going to be enough. The double team, but the double defend. Behold. They are going to break down the palisade. These scouts can just fight the spearman, right? Just fight. No, just fight. Just, okay? Don't just fight. I mean, I'm sure you've got a huge advantage. You've also got armor upgrades, where your opponent does not. Blue does have fletching, while red does not, so that might be part of the decision, if they're paying attention to such things. But anyway, the attack has been driven away. Nobody really wanted the fight. And purple is already going castle. And queuing up a second stable. Green and red may be thinking about putting on a little pressure now. Scouts fighting. 2 go down. Fight, fight, fight! Archers falling back into the wood line to try and get the best choke they can. Lots of green scouts do go down, but the archers do get cleaned up. This wall looks pretty tight all the way around the base, so good job. The entrance is here. Trying to finish the wall now, but now just going to right-click down this palisade. Nothing else happening back home. Purple has hit castle. Green has clicked up himself. That, I believe, is the 3rd stable for purple. So he is on castle. We'll see what is... Okay, now back at the base. Alright, here we go. Lots of archers for blue. These gate walls are very, very good at funneling the scouts toward the TC. Or he might just bust them down. You gonna be able to quick wall that? I don't know. Yep, archers come out to help. And more archers for red, and a spearman coming in to help. More scouts being rallied across for green. Yep, this gate does go down. The house didn't get started. Trying to do the quick walls, but the quick walls aren't going to help you that much against archers. Better than nothing, I suppose. Lots of archers for blue. These villagers not having a very good time now, having to run away, but there's nowhere to go because you walled yourself in. Archers trying to catch up and help. He deletes the wall. Okay, Hammer Time is going to add a town center as well. Meanwhile, with the attack, rebuilds the wall? Smart. Alright, and Purple's got knights in the base now. So. Will that be enough to end this aggression? Not if the knights get trapped behind the archers and can't fight. And now BigNagus can't really continue the attack. These scouts, I don't know what they're doing. Having a go, I guess. Did kill a couple of archers, so that's not nothing, but... Okay, red's on crossbow. Blue is going to be the last to Castle Age. He's still building archers. Green is now building knights himself. And purple's down 2 TC economy. Let's have a look back home for the Nagus boys. Second TC going up for Grand Nagus. Second and third TCs going up for Big Boy. Vil counts. Astonishingly even, actually. Astonishingly even. 44 and 40 for the Nagus team. And then 45 for Hammer Time and 39 for Prancing Pineapple. Crossbows get backed up into a corner by these knights. I don't know why the knights aren't just fighting, because they will still win, but hey, whatever. What do I know? Love it, nice and even now, Bug? Correct! That's what we want to see, right? Green's knights continue to rally. Nope, going home. Blue now with crossbow. So blue is on crossbow, purple is on knights to support. Purple continuing to rally knights. Still only 2 TCs for Hammer Time. Big Boy did finish his third TC. And still 2 TCs for Grand Nagus. It looks like the Melbourne Mullets want to turn on their aggression themselves and now again. A counter attack, if you will. And straight in they go, because that palisade was already extremely weak. And now knights can run around. Trying a quick wall. House. Another house. Gets it, but is it enough? Knights do a lot of damage. Yes, it is enough. Those villagers are safe. From the knights anyway, not from the crossbows. A knight does go down. These crossbows doing a lot of damage. They do have Bodkin. Garrisoning in the town center as well. And Green's Knight's here to help defend. Deletes the house wall so that these villagers can get out. And it looks like Purple's Knights are going to be cleaned up. Okay. Back and forth, back and forth. We got a third TC going up for Hammer Time as well, so the economies are going to continue to be pretty equal. Big Boy with his 3 TC advantage is not very far ahead. This is Gold League Africa. This is Gold League. It's also being cast by like 6 other people right now. I believe there is another Gold League match on at 10 o'clock. But I might be a good boy and let the more popular streamers cast that one. Okay, hill advantage here for Nagus. Really, they should just camp out there. Okay, purple coming back in. More crossbows being built. Trying to finish the wall now. I think a stone wall might be on the cards. Is Big Boy ahead yet? Nope, not by much. Lots of crossbows dying. Purple Knights dove in and got a lot of kills with help from Blue's crossbows. And now being driven under the TC again. Only a few Green Knights here this time. And now Melbourne Mullets don't want anything to do with this. They're like, we'll just stay out here. We fought under the TC last time and it didn't work. Let's see if there's any changes in tactics coming. Still just Knights being rallied. Still Big Boy is not especially ahead. Hammer Time does have 3 TCs. So that explains that. And Blue, Prancing Pineapple, he's got 2 himself. I think he's got Ballistic as well. There's a Siege Workshop here for Big Boy. I don't know if it's producing. Yes, a Mangonel is on the way. Imp for Prance. Wow! 2 TC Imp. Strong play. I approve. Okay, simply right-clicking down the archery range with the Knights, decides not to get hit by crossbows. Maybe saw the Mangonel, but I don't think so. Does manage to pick off a Vil, coming in again. Mango shot? No, didn't decide to take a mango shot. Viking Eco? Ah, correct. Viking Eco is strong. Okay, lots of forward siege workshops for Blue. There's 2 forward siege workshops, 2 forward archery ranges, 3 forward archery ranges make it. Plus a lot of Knights for Purple helping him out. The economies are good all round. And now... Actually, the economies are quite equal. Considering that Hammer Time is ahead, but Prancing Pineapple is so far behind on Vils. But then again, there's Viking Eco as well. And that imp up is going to be extremely scary. I don't think anybody else will be closer to it. Or will be close to it. Capped Ram being researched. Straight away. More crossbows. Green is building Knights from like 6 stables. Purple is building Knights from about 4 stables. Prancing Pineapple is getting Arb as well. He already has a Bracer. This one lone defensive Mangonel will not survive. Goes for an attack, but attack ground fails because the range was too high. Oh, disaster. Right-clicking a barracks. Capped Ram's pretty good. Green's Knight's coming back to Red's base. Purple's Knight's coming back to Red's base. Here comes the battle. No villagers here to garrison this TC. Capped Ram's going straight for it. But here come the Knights from both sides. No! Green is deciding to run away. Doesn't even want to have anything to do with this. Doesn't have a good way in either. What were the Vil counts? Purple now on 107. BigNagus on 95, only slightly behind. Prancing Pineapple with 67 as Vikings. And needs to save his army? Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so this is where they decide to take their final stand. Big Boy's housed. There's nothing coming out of this siege workshop. I think they are just dead. He's not garrisoned any Vils in here. Okay, now he is finally deciding to. Too many rams, too many knights. Neither side's knights are fully upgraded, by the way. Siege ram incoming. The siege ram upgrade is on the way. Look at how many crossbows blue has. Arbalests, rather. So it's arbalest versus crossbow. Red has made it to Imp. Red is getting Bracer Chemistry and Arb, but is it too little too late? Ah, Siege Ram is in. The entirety of the front of Red's base is dead. Green's Knight's trying to clean up the reinforcements as best he can. Red's Arb only just finished. Here comes Green to fight the Arbs. And you're right, they have no answer to the Siege Ram. I mean, Knights, but all of Green's Knights just got cleaned up. Siege Ram's continuing to be rallied in. Red migrating out, trying to do the best he can, trying to get another town center, trying to stay in this game. The economy is too huge. Hammer time on 123 vills, with his teammate as Vikings on 70. And only now is purple reaching him. Well, that's Red's base gone. He has built this town center in desperation. I'm pretty sure that'll be the GG. Once they see Hammer at Imperial Edge. I concur, Bug. But then again, he's placing down archery ranges. Siege Ram's continuing to grind. Continuing to take out ranges even back here. This archery range can't finish. Too many Arbs. Too many Arbs, too many Rams. The town center is dead. Vikings economy, man. What is this? Nagus makes it to Imp. Alright, what are you gonna do? Hammer Time already has Cavalier. Nagus is researching Cavalier. Does he really think that he can... Red's migrating to green space! Let's go! Okay, everyone's in Imp. I'm pretty sure Prancing Pineapple is maxed. Oh, he doesn't even have maximum houses. Build houses! You can build more Arbs! Oh, surprise attack! Okay, the Cavaliers... Oh, they're not quite Cavalier yet, but they will be soon. They're right-clicking on this TC in desperation. Here comes Purple's Cavaliers. Will they be able to save the TC? Oh, he left off. Okay, so now he's trying to fight the Cavaliers. Cavalier is still not done. For Nagus. And that's going to be cleaned up. Surely that's going to be cleaned up. Big Boy continuing his migration. This TC does get saved. More Rams being rallied. More stables being built for Hammer Time. No, but somebody found sheep! Somebody found sheep! Therefore the game can continue, right? That's how this works. Yep. Nagus attacked a little bit too early with his Knights before they were Cavaliers. Maybe if they were Cavalier, he would have had a better chance, but... Maybe that would have shocked Prancing Pineapple. desperation market. They're an imp now, so they're allowed to sling resources now. So, maybe Nagus should be, sending to Big Boy to try and maximize the chances they get back into this game. But, geez, it's a very steep hill right now. The siege rams are still coming. Oh, but a bunch of crossbows do get caught by the Cavaliers, but the Arbs are too strong, I think. There's, like, 15 of them here, killing the Cavaliers too quickly. And that's the resignation. GG. So, Melbourne Mullets. Melbourne Mullets, the slight underdogs, do manage to take this series in a 2-1 win. Even though I didn't see the first two games. Ah, good stuff.